Yo, YouTube, what's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Caleb back with another video. So this video is called Leveraging Your Gifts and Talents. So we're just gonna get straight into it. In this video, I'm pretty much gonna be going over how you can find your path to true greatness, find your true purpose pretty much by leveraging and meshing together your gifts and talents that are innate and dormant. And this video will also help you discover your true calling to greatness. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So I want to let you know that everybody has dormant gifts that are from within and that you are born with and are given from you and bestowed to you from God. So you want to find these gifts. You want to go on a little bit of a exploration, and you want to honestly just take a look at your obsessions and try a whole lot of different new things to really find what it is that you are gifted with and what your passions are and what your talents are that are innate and dormant. And everybody has it. So if you're watching this video, you have some gifts, you have some special abilities that only you have, and you just gotta awaken them. You just gotta awaken them, and they're waiting for you to awaken them too. Because if you didn't know that your gifts want a relationship with you, they don't want to just be like your acquaintance that sees you like every couple months or whatever. They want to be involved in your life deeply, and they want to help you achieve success. So boom, y'all. The first topic is exploring your obsessions. So to find some of your gifts and talents, a lot of times our gifts and talents are wrapped inside of an obsession or something that like just a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like that can be fitness. You can be gifted in fitness. It can be fishing. You can be gifted in fishing. And a lot of times your gifts and talents are wrapped inside of an obsession. So here's a little example. Let's say you like fishing, right? But you don't just like fishing. You also subscribe to like fishing magazines. You also watch like different fishing TV shows, and you even watch like different like fishing like highlight videos and whatnot. So you may not want to be like the best fisherman or become like the best fisherman, but you might want to work in the fishing field. And then you also find out that you have a gift in like broadcasting, right? Or like some social media type stuff. So what you could do with that is you can then create like a fishing broadcasting channel, a fishing social media, or a fishing like TV show or something on the line of those lines. So I want you to take a look at your obsessions, right? Take a deep look at them. Write down all of the things that you're obsessed with and just have like a hobby for. Even just like habits that you like to do that you find fun and that you've been doing for years on years since even like you were a child. Because a lot of times too, the things that we've been doing as a child are our innate gifts, but then we end up, we get older and then we end up leaving that hobby or that gift or just like leaving that passion that we had. And this also all just stems down to the fact that, like I said earlier, your gifts, they want a relationship with you. And when you leave some of those childhood things that you did, like let's say as a child you like drawing, you like painting, you like playing the piano, like playing the guitar. It could be a whole mass multitude of things, right? Just the number one thing you did as a child that was like your habits and your hobbies, things that you just enjoy. Most of the times, really take a look at those, because I'm telling you, most of the time, those are where your gifts and like your talents and your deepest true inner passions come from. So yeah, really take a look at those. All right, and here's one more advanced little technique that can help you find your gifts, talents, and passions. It's actually journaling. Keeping track of where you've been, where you are now, and where you want to go is another very big thing. So because when you journal, right, and you journal without an agenda, you journal without like trying to have an agenda, right? You can notice and find, hold on, this lighting messing up over here. You can notice and find like different patterns, right, in your journaling, and notice different patterns that show up in your life that are innate. So you can take those patterns and then develop them, do a little bit of a deep dive, and it all goes down to just like self-discovery and self-awareness. And then once you are aware of this thing, because a lot of our gifts lie dormant and it's just untapped potential that we don't even know we have. And a lot of times it's just stuff that you don't even know that you have that are within. So yeah, you want to take like a little bit of a self-discovery journey a little bit and discover a little bit more about your inner self. And then once you discover, you're then going to come to a level of understanding. So it goes from self-awareness to self-discovery to self-understanding. And once you achieve those levels of self-understanding, discovery, and awareness, and then boom, now you're golden. Now, since you understand this thing, you discovered it and you're aware of it, you're going to naturally have a feeling of love for that thing, right? And that's when self-transformation comes. But yeah, that's a whole topic for a different video. I can make another video on that as well. But that's a whole topic for a different video. But that once you reach that level of self-love by coming to awareness, discovery, and understanding, you'll then be able to reach a level called self-transformation. So yeah, to identify your gifts and talents, you want to take a look at your obsessions, and you want to take a little bit of a deep dive, because sometimes you might have to explore and go a little bit deep within to find them. And the way you find some more of your gifts and some of that untapped potential is by what? Trying new things. You got to try new things. You got to get yourself out of the repetitions of the same cycles that you're constantly used to doing. I'm sure if you're seeing this video, this is not your first time hearing someone say, get out your comfort zone. But that's just so true. You got to get out your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone your whole life, you're going to spend your whole life doing the same things over and over again. And that's just boring. So yeah, you got to take initiative. Here's another example. So like, let's say you work as an accountant, right? And you just been working as an accountant for like the longest time, since like the middle school, since like the high school. You always wanted to take accounting as your major in college or whatever, right? And yeah, and you've just been like good at math and numbers and budgeting and things like that for like since forever, your whole life, right? And even like all your college classes and whatnot all revolved around numbers. Like they were all like some math, some AGS, some algebra type stuff, and like some numbers and just around shapes and geometry type stuff, right? But then one day you take initiative and you try something new. You go to an art class one day and bam, you hooked. Like I'm telling you, hooked. And not only are you hooked at this new discovered passion that you have, you're also good at it. Like you got like some like beginner's luck type thing. You just picked it up real quick. You picked it up real quick like that. So like you're like really good at it. So you're talented at it as well. So now you're like, man, I really like enjoy this, right? This is like your passion, your talent, whatever, right? Bro, you know what you just did? Just discovered a new passion, a new talent to master pretty much. And not only that you're talented and you have a passion for this new thing, you can also take your skills prior from being an accountant and apply that to art. So like now you can like draw different kind of like cool circles and shapes and whatnot, and draw like different angles because of your geometry skills and whatnot. I mean, that's like a very broad example. That example is like very broad, but like just taking two things, a passion or a talent or a passion, a gift and a passion, or a gift and a talent, meshing them together, and you will find something that's very specific to you. And that's where you can find your true greatness, true happiness, and true fulfillment, by taking things you love and then putting your spin onto it, and by meshing it together. You know what I mean? So yeah, you don't want to look at trying new things in a negative light, because it's never too late to change. And also, you got to take risk. I'm telling you, you got to take risk. The most successful people in the world, what did they do? They took risk. You got to take risk. And all great things come from risk. So yeah, like I said, being comfortable all the time, it really is just boring. And if you never get out your comfort zone, you'll never accomplish anything great. And if you're seeing this video, you got to be great. That's why you're on here, right? So yeah, get out your comfort zone, be great, try some new things, identify your different talents and gifts. And then once you found your talents and gifts, right, that you're passionate at, you're good at, right? Because we just did that. We just identified your gifts and talents. Now you have to develop those gifts and talents and master them and turn them into real skills. Why? Why, you might ask? Well, you got to do this because by turning your gifts and talents into real skills, it makes you more valuable. It makes you more of value. And in the world of entrepreneurship, in the world of, business, all it is value, creating value. You got to be valuable. So you got to turn those gifts, skills, talents, passions, and even the ones that you mesh together that are specific to you, master them, turn them into real skills so you can become more valuable. All right, so here's another law of success too. Making a commitment and sticking to it. You got to make a commitment and go 100% at this thing. Because if you go halfway, if you go 80%, you're just increasing the window for failure more. Like I guarantee you, if you give something your whole effort, how will it not grow? And you don't give up. How will it not prosper? So yeah, make a commitment, stay committed, and go 100% at this thing. 100%. I'm not talking about 50. I'm not talking about 60. I'm not talking about 75. I'm talking about 100. Your everything, all your energy into this thing. So boom, you're committed. Now you got to make a step-by-step regiment plan, a blueprint to get to where you want to go, to either develop your gifts, to get to where you want to go, and Once you make this blueprint and this regiment plan and commit to it, oh, you'll be unstoppable. You're golden. You're golden, bro. You're golden. For example, let's say there's a guy named Stan, and Stan, he goes to his doctor's office and he's like really overweight. He got like some diabetical problems and he just got some really bad health issues, right? And his doctor says he has to start eating healthy, cut down weight in 1 year. And our guy Stan here, he's not really like the most guy into fitness or whatnot because, you know, he is overweight. But someone that's overweight probably doesn't have the habit of fitness, right? So what Stan does, though, because he wants to be healthy and that's his goal, that's his, you know, his end result, he wants to be healthy and to cut down to the weight limit that his doctor said for him to reach. What he does is he creates a blueprint plan to go to the gym, do a workout every couple of weeks or every couple of days out of the week. And on top of that, he makes a meal plan that is healthy for him. And here's the big difference that Stan does that a lot of people doesn't do. Stan, our friend Stan here, he actually commits to it. And he does this every single week for a year. Every single week for that 1 year his doctor said he had. And he committed to it. He stayed disciplined and committed to it. So Stan then goes back to his doctor's office a year later. And what happens? He did it. He made the weight limit and he's healthy now. His doctor doesn't have to prescribe him any more medicine, things like that. You know what I mean? So bro, you gotta be committed, make your plan and stick to it. And you are unstoppable, bro. I'm telling you, bro, you are unstoppable. No one's gonna, bro, you know if you're committed, no one's gonna stop you. No one's gonna stop you. If you're committed, you make this plan, you stay committed to this plan at 100%, you're unstoppable, bro. So yeah, I want you to take one of your gifts, one of your talents, or one of your passions and develop them. Because a lot of people, they have gifts, they have talents, everybody does. Everybody has their own things that they're especially good at, right? But they never nurture them, they never develop them. And if you don't develop or nurture your gifts, they will never serve you. And your gifts can take you to some far places if you do the work, you nurture them, develop them, master them, turn them into real skills. So here's what you want to do. Let's say your gift is music and you're just really musically inclined. You've been into music since forever and ever. You're just into music. That's your gift. What you got to do is break down the gift of music into its little segments. So like you're going to have to master those little segments. So like you're going to have to master chords, tempo, scales, things like that. So you're going to have to master those little things, tempo, keys, scales, chords, stuff like that. And once you develop those and you're golden, you mastered, so you already have the gift for music. You're already good at it. But then you master those little segments. That's great. Now I want you to dive into some deeper, more advanced stuff. You know what I mean? You want to like, so if we're still using the music example, you want to like go into different genres, and different genres of music, they require different tempos and different flows and different like flow switches, things like that, and develop those more advanced things, go even deeper and develop even more, learn even more, master more, to keep on doing it until you master. All right, boom. So you identified your gifts and talents, you know how to develop them, you're committed to doing what it is you want to do. Now you might be thinking, what's left? What could possibly be left? There's one more thing. You want to surround yourself with the right people, because they will become your peers and they will help you better understand your gifts, your calling, and my bad, y'all. So yeah, just surrounding yourself with the right people will help you better understand what you're supposed to do and help you grow more than you could have by yourself. So yeah, y'all, that's the end of this video, man. If this video helped you out in any way, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment for some more content like this. Go ahead and like leave down in the comments some of your own experiences, how this helped you in any way, or just anything that you want to like reach out and let me know. So yeah, also don't let your gifts go to waste. Don't let your gifts go to waste, man. I'm telling you, man, you got gifts, bro. You got gifts, bro. You got to use them. You got to use what was given to you. You got to use them. And when you're not operating in your gifts and your purpose and your talents, you know, it's like trying to fit a circle into like a square hole. It's just trying to put something where it doesn't fit. You know what I mean? So like working in your gifts and talents is enjoyable and it's also life affirming. So yeah, find your gifts, find your talents, work on them, develop them, and find a happiness that is, you know, beyond your understanding. But yeah, y'all, it's so dark out now. I'm not gonna lie, I was recording for like about a good 30 minutes. But yeah, it's pretty dark out now. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna leave y'all like that. Have a good night, y'all. God bless.